Okay. Well, Merry Christmas. We turned the alarms off today. And so the cats finally drove me out of bed at 8:30. Drove us both out of bed at about 8:30. And so we got up, fed the cats, got something to drink. We still haven't eaten. And then I was responding to, apparently everybody decided to start texting at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, oh, okay. So I responded to those, and I thought, oh, it'd be cute if I post this cute Bitmoji to Instagram. Well, instead of posting it to Instagram, I opened Instagram, and here we are. So, but we have another poem. So this may be short. Especially since I can't spell wondrous. It is December 25th. Our title is O Wondrous Night, and our author is Florence Scripps Kellogg from My Joyous Spirit Sings from 1950. O wondrous night, my weary feet had wandered far in search of thee, until one night I saw a star that beckoned me. It led me to a stable where upon the hay oxen, sheep, and a suckling lambs there in stillness lay. And then I saw a baby small on Mary's knee. Strange kings with gifts were kneeling all adoringly. No throne, no kingly star to wear, yet my heart knew I'd found thee, Lord, in a stable bare, and I knelt too. Now, last year, we did the nativity scene for our Christmas Eve service. The four of us divided up the nativity scene, and I chose the stable. And I chose the stable because I'd read a really amazing article. Why Jesus was born in a stable. For starters, he wasn't technically born in a stable. At the turn of the millennia, 4 BC, the houses were built 2-story in Nazareth, or in that area in the Middle East. They were built 2-story. The bottom story was the public part of the house. It was where the animals were kept. It was where the workshops were kept. It was where anybody could walk in off the street into your home. The top floor was the private part of the house where your family lived. So what the article said is that most likely what happened is when they showed up, there was no room in the private part of the house, and so they were put down in the public part of the house. Partly probably because it would have, for a baby, it would have been warmer. It'd have been a whole lot warmer with all those animals. And because the houses were made of stone, they were actually relatively easy to keep clean. So it wasn't. But the point of the article is that the reason why Jesus was born in the public part of a house, why he was born in the stable part of the house, the business part of the house, was because it meant that everyone had access to him. Had he been born in the private part of the house, only family would have had access to him. Had he been born in a king's castle, only the rich and royalty would have had access to it. Well, that was not the point of Jesus. Jesus was meant to be accessible to everyone. Hence, he was born in the public part of the house, the stable. And that's what the point of her article was. It's like, look, I've searched for you. Now, what Science of Mind would also tell you, what Ernest Holmes would tell you, what a lot of the New Thought readers would tell you, is that if you're searching for Jesus, then the best place to search. No, if you're searching for Jesus, go ahead and read all the literature. If you're searching for God, turn within. You come pre-installed with the Christ consciousness. If you want to find God, turn within. All of the sacred literature in the world, all of the good ministers, preachers, pastors, whatever you want to call them, And all of the sacred music will point you within to find your connection to source. Separation is an illusion. No one can come between you and the source of your own being. The only thing you can do is create an illusion that there is separation between you and the source of your own being. So, like I said, Jesus was born in a stable because he was accessible to everyone. Same thing with God. Nobody can come between you and God because you are made out of the very essence of God. Nothing can come between you and God except your own belief. So, the mission today, should you choose to accept it, knock down those walls and walk into that stable. Connect consciously with the source of your own being. And as I said last night, question authority. Question anybody that tries to get between you and God. Question anybody that tries to get between you and Jesus. I grew up Catholic. They put, Jesus and Mary and all of the saints between me and God. And I didn't buy it. So that's the mission today. Kneel down on that stable floor. Recognize that Jesus was a fully formed human being who recognized his connection to the ultimate source of everything, to the Creator. And he came to teach us that same connection. All right, beloveds, that is the Christmas story. That is the mission today. The other mission, same one I give you every day. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Whatever that looks like. If it's to have a quiet Christmas, then do that. If it's to have a loud, noisy Christmas surrounded by your family, do that. Christmas is what you make of it. It doesn't have to look any particular way. As long as you find the joy, the peace, the contentment, and the path. All right, beloveds. You know the rest of the suggestions. I'm not going to go through them. It's Christmas. But I do want to remind you to do something loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself. I do want to remind you that we are here for you if you need us. You can email info@creativelife.org. And that will put you on a constant contact, which will get you all kinds of quick here nows, which will take you to people and to information that you want. I do want to remind you that we had an amazing Christmas Eve service. You can scroll back a video, or it's up on the YouTube channel. And that Reverend David will probably be on around 5 p.m. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.